Coming to you direct from Silencer Shop Studios, home of the Glass Case of Emotion.
SilencerShop.com, the easiest way to buy silencers online, period.
Stand by for education, enlightenment, enjoyment, and entertainment.
He's not here to talk about your feelings. He's not here to say what you want to hear. He's here to say what needs to be said.
Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, please welcome your host, the pimp hand of America, Professor Paul Markle.
All right, Jared, I'm going to put out my right hand, and I need you to sprinkle some talcum in it.
Okay. Powder me?
Yeah, powder me.
All right.
The slap is coming down. The pimp hand of America is about to put the slap down, and if you don't like it, that's too bad, because I'm not here to say what you want to hear. If you thought that you arrived here thinking, oh, I hope they say what I want to hear, I hope they reaffirm my feelings, that ain't why I'm here, okay? Anybody can do that. That's easy. That's easy. I can put my hand back down.
Yeah, I was gonna say no one can see you. You can put your hand.
Yeah,
out.
I'm doing that. I'm holding my hand out in the studio.
He really is.
I've got my hand out. I'm waiting for it to be powdered. Powder me.
For all of you that can hear his hand, you can be sure that he was being honest. He was indeed holding out his right hand.
That's right. Hey, what did the five fingers say to the face?
You need that on the soundboard.
We do. We need that on the soundboard. All right.
Get to it.
You could do it, Zach, because you know what I'm talking about. Well, welcome to a brand new week of Student of the Gun Radio, and this is your first time. Sit back, close that hole underneath your nose, and open up both of your ears and stand by to listen louder. I am your host, Paul Markle. And joining me in the high atop the mountain studios in Saratoga, Wyoming, is Zachary Jacob. Zachary is the shipping ogre. He is the studio engineer. At least he's the studio engineer in Saratoga.
Hi.
Thanks, Stewie. And and joining us via satellite from the Salt Lake City studio is Jared.
Hi, guys. I'm Jared. I'm the COO and co-host, whatever. I do stuff at Student of the Gun.
He does stuff. He does a lot of stuff. All right, let's get some admin stuff out of the way. We, Student of the Gun, are celebrating 4 million plus. Is that the 4,187,372 downloads?
Yes.
It's some that crazy number. A 4 million plus downloads of our show, of the show you're listening to right now. We're celebrating that by giving away a Defend AR-15 inertia fire, slide fire, bump fire, whatever you want to call it. It was manufactured by Fostech Outdoors. It is an aluminum gun stock. Yes, that's right. It's an aluminum stock. It's not a cheap piece of plastic. It's not a toy. And it's not even new in the box. No, this actually was a device. This was an object, an accessory for a firearm that was used during the production of Student of the Gun television material over the past couple of years, actually a few years ago. And I thought, what the heck? Let's share the wealth. That's what we're going to do. And if you would like to participate, well, you can do that. We'll give you permission. Go to SOTGgiveaway.com. Follow the instructions, and you will be eligible unless you live in Massachusetts or California. California is out, right, Jared?
I don't know. There's a list of stuff. Okay. If you're legally able to accept the stock. Then
you have to be living in a free state. If you don't live in a free state, then I don't know what to tell you. Get in a U-Haul and move. But otherwise, you're eligible. So there's that. So get on it if you haven't done it already. And you have until December 14th, because the evening of December 14th, we're going to choose a winner. So you still have some time to get in.
No. I think it's December 15th at 5 p.m.
15th?
It says on SOTGgiveaway.com. It says.
Giveaway.com. We're giving it away. All right. Give it away now. Whatever. Follow the directions. More administrative things, and this is a very big positive. Please remember to support our good friend Matt Dorito and his charity, Star Treatments, this holiday season. It's startreatments.org is the way you can go and find out more. startreatments.org. There's a bunch of Star Treatment-y things, but it's startreatments.org is where to go. And if you want to support them, you can do it a couple of ways. Well, you can either go to the website and support them that way, or you can just, you guys know you're going to be buying stuff from Amazon this holiday season. I know you are. I am. You are. We all are. But go to smile.amazon.com, and what that will allow you to do is it'll allow you to choose your favorite charity, and Amazon will donate money from every single purchase that you make to that charity. So it doesn't cost you anything. All it costs you is the, 1 to 2 minutes worth of time it takes you to go to Amazon, smile.amazon.com, and choose Star Treatments as your charity. Bingo. Easy peasy. You set it and forget it, and every time you go there and buy your stuff, they get a little bit, and it doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps out a fantastic organization. Now, something that I wanted to make sure that you guys were all aware of, Star Treatments has a brand new promotional video. It's the kind of a who we are and what do we do. And I put the link in the show notes today. So it's episode 702. And if you'd like to watch it, just go ahead and open your show notes, click the link, and you can watch it. There you go. All right, cats and kittens, it's Monday. And what do we always do on Monday? Well, we do the SWAT Fuel Warrior of the Week, and they get the free 9mm plus P and all that jazz. Well, we don't have right now a question that I feel is a relevant and broad enough topic to play for the whole world. So there will be no new Warrior of the Week this week. Now, you can participate, and if you think you have a valid question that will relate to not only you, but the rest of the world, and you'd like it answered, then go ahead. Call 844-207-7684. It's in there. It's in the show notes. And if you do that, and we pick your question, you'll be the Warrior of the Week. You'll get the free bottle of 9mm plus P from our friends at SWAT Fuel, yada, yada, all that good stuff. And let's face it, it's December. You're looking towards January, and a lot of you out there are like, this year I'm going to do it. I literally, seriously, not figuratively, not hypothetically, but I'm actually going to do it this year. I'm going to be stronger and leaner and meaner and all that good stuff. If that's great. We want you to do that. We endorse that. Heck, we talk about it all the time, don't we, Jared?
Yep. And
I mean, that's one of our things is we want you to have a sharper mind and a stronger body. We do. And if you go over to SWATfuelstore.com, I also want you to save some money. And ergo, we have a promo code, SOTG2015. All right, so I knocked out the administrative stuff. I'm going to warn you, this might hurt. The official student of the gun butthurt warning. That is the butthurt warning sound. If you remain with the show, if you stay and continue to listen after the butthurt warning, I don't want to hear any crying. I don't want to hear any whining. I don't want any crybaby letters or messages about how I hurt your feelings, because that was your butthurt warning. If you have thin skin, if you have a weak constitution, you need to go away now. All right. So that was your warning. National Concealed Carry Reciprocity. And I've actually got I should pull the link here. Now, they've got a story, and of course, it's from our friends at Breitbart.com. And it was published on, don't worry, Jared, I'll drop this into the show notes, on 29 November 2017 by our good friend, the pirate, A.W.R. Hawkins, or R. And I believe that R has a podcast now, so you guys can listen to R in addition to us. So there you go. So the story goes something like this. National Reciprocity for Concealed Carry passes next stop House floor. All right. So what is this all about? The National Reciprocity for Concealed Carry passed the House Judiciary Committee on Wednesday. This is last Wednesday as you're hearing this. It is expected to receive a floor vote before the end of the year. The Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act of 2017 was introduced by Representative Richard Hudson on January 3rd, 2017, almost a full year ago. It changes federal law so that concealed carry permits are treated like driver's licenses, making a permit that's valid in one state valid in all the other 49. This would fix the complicated and often confusing patchwork of concealed carry laws currently in effect throughout the country. To put it simply, Hudson's bill allows the common man to defend himself and his family as he travels throughout the country. Because what do we know? What have we been playing as a gun culture? What game have we been playing for years and years, Jared? We've been playing the firearm passport game, right? And so you get a permit from your state, and you go and you look and you say, okay, which state do we have reciprocity with? And then you say, okay, it's this one, this one, this is a. You say, but we don't have it here, 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 here. So what do? Then we go to their states that will allow you to buy an out-of-state, non-resident one, like Florida, right? And I believe, Jared, is Arizona not one of those states as well?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So then what we do is we say, okay, I've got my Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, whatever, and that covers me in 23 states. And then I have my out-of-state Arizona or Florida or whatever, and that covers me in an additional 14 or whatever. So we've been doing that, have we not? Yes, we have. Let's admit it. The gun culture, we've been doing that for a long time. So we shared this story. I mean, obviously, this is something that's moving forward. Now, is it perfect? Not necessarily. The thing that actually attracts me the most is because when I read the original, I'm going to go through here, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, guys out there, but the last time I read the specifics of this legislation, what it said was, if you reside in a state that is shall issue or constitutional carry, let's say you are what essentially we call it constitutional carry, and other people call it no permit necessary or permit-less, state. For instance, I live in Wyoming. Wyoming is a constitutional carry state. We call it that. I mean, Mississippi's a constitutional carry state. Alaska is, I'm pretty sure Arizona is, and so on and so forth. So my driver's license, the proof that I am resident of this state is my permit, right? And it's not really a permit because the fact is, if you are a lawful citizen, unless you are barred by previous convictions from possessing a firearm, you can carry. So, ergo, I'm golden, right? Well, the last time I read this bill or the specifics of the bill, it said that you either people who have a shall issue permit or a may issue or any kind of a permit from their state can travel left and right, up and down, what have you, and are good. Or if you live in one of several constitutional carry states, your proof of residency of that state and the fact that that state's constitutional carry is de facto your permission slip. And when I found that out, when I saw that, and they don't have all of the specifics of the bill in the Breitbart story. Obviously, they're not going to put, a detailed House bill in there. But when I heard that, I was told that, I said to Jared, if that's the case, then I am for national concealed carry reciprocity. If that is the case, then I'm for it. Because that destroys the liberal anti-gun left-wing side of the House. It destroys them. Because they'll have to acknowledge the freedom of California will have to acknowledge the freedom of the rest of the country, or New York or New Jersey or whatever. Now, here's the thing. And this is why I titled the story what I titled it. Today's episode is titled what? Gun owners are losers. Because as soon as we shared this story on our social media sites, what did we immediately get? We got negativity. We got, it'll never pass the Senate, or it doesn't matter because if it does pass, states like California and New Jersey and New York and Illinois, they'll all pass internal state legislation to void it or to make you not valid in their states or whatever. You guys remember when the stuff went down in Las Vegas and Paul Ryan got all wishy-washy and he pulled, they were supposed to have a floor vote on the Hearing Protection Act and they pulled it. And everyone, the gun owners on Facebook and the internet or whatever, and on these boards and forums, they all jumped in like, see, I knew it would never happen. I know it would never happen. And I am sick to death of gun owners, the shooting sports community, whatever we want to call ourselves, sportsmen, acting like losers. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of, all right, ladies and gentlemen, and the crazy thing is, I know that a lot of these people that are being all negative Nelly, like, well, it doesn't matter because even if they do that, it'll, New Jersey and Illinois will find a way around it. California will find a way around it. It doesn't matter if the House passes it, the Senate will never pass it. Why are you such a loser? Why don't you act like a winner? I bet you those same people, a lot of those people who said that they voted for Donald Trump. Do you guys not remember the very short history of the United States of America just a little bit over a year ago? 13 months ago. 13 months ago, we were told, the people of America, especially the basket of deplorables, the white Christian conservative gun owning, all of those people, that there's no way Donald Trump is ever going to be president. You're a fool. Every major news source in America, all the three letters, ABC, NBC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC, CNN, and even Fox, they brought on their political experts, and they're like, well, what do you think? What do we think? Bob Beckel, that's over. That's just over. There's this. I've been paying attention to politics for 50 years, and it's over. It's over. There's no chance. They were all wrong. Every single one of them. They were wrong. And we won. We won. We did literally the impossible. Every Hollywood celebrity who could get in front of a microphone told us we were idiots. I know Jennifer Aniston and a few others were good, but every news outlet, New York Times, Washington Post, every major newspaper, every major television station, every major news channel in the United States of America was in the tank for Hillary Clinton. Every one of them. Name one that wasn't. Okay, you can't. They spent billions of dollars. They lied. They obfuscated. They cheated. They rigged the Democrat election process. They rigged the process of their primary. They did everything they could to force feed that witch down our throats. And it didn't happen. Ladies and gentlemen, that's near miraculous. We won despite all of the naysayers. And here we are 13 months later. We have, the ability, we have an opportunity to do something that we've never done, to push back gun control in America. For 80 years, it's been incrementally foisted upon us, little by little by little. 1934, 1968, 1986, 1994, more and more and more. It's been pushed and pushed and pushed on us. We've got the opportunity to roll it back with National Concealed Carry Reciprocity and the Hearing Protection Act. We have the opportunity in our lifetimes to actually push back. And what do? We act like a bunch of damn losers. We act like it's impossible. It's almost like we're comfortable being losers. We use words like, we can't, or it doesn't matter, or it'll never happen. I mean, it would be nice if it would, but it'll never happen. No, it'll never happen if you have that's your attitude. My attitude about the Senate. Okay, they're like, well, you don't understand. There's too many rhinos in the Senate, and they'll never pass. You know what? Send them the bill. Make those spineless puke bags go on record as voting no. Force them to vote no. Force them to publicly come out against you and your will. And you know what? Maybe you can wake up some of your fellow Republicans, your fellow conservatives, your fellow gun owners. Maybe you can wake those people up and get rid of these turd balls like McCain and Graham and all the others. Make those rhinos in the Senate vote no. Don't let them hide. Don't let them hide behind the door committees and what have you. Make them publicly vote no. And okay, once they do that, hold them up and let everybody know these people right here, these insider beltway career politicians are obstructing us. Stop acting like you're not in charge. For the love of all that is holy, the citizen of the United States is supposed to be in charge. That is the way the representative republic of the United States of America was established. But instead, we've just accepted our role as slaves, as tax slaves, as subservient. We just don't have a choice. We just need to sit in the middle and suck on it. We just, and whatever they decide to do to us, that's what's going to happen. I'm sick and tired of it. I am tired of this weak, spineless, defeatist attitude by people who shouldn't have it. I mean, I know things have sucked. I know that the history of the last 8 years of the United States of America has not been a good one. I know that we've had to eat a great big crap sandwich for, 2 full presidential election cycles. I get that. But look where we are right now. We have an opportunity to fulfill our destiny as American citizens. And instead of saying, you know what, we are in charge. All you crybabies, all you whiners, all you leftist puke bags out there whining and crying and throwing your little public tantrums, you're not in charge. Shut up. The adults are in charge now. But instead of acting like the in-charge adults of our country, what do? Well, it doesn't matter. I knew it would never happen. It was almost after that nonsense, after that attack in Las Vegas, and I'm sorry, we're being lied to about that, and I don't have time to talk about it right now, but we are. After that, Ryan went all spineless, what do? Well, and it was almost like people were relieved. Well, we lost again. That's dead. That bill's dead. And I started reading comments on the internet. Well, I knew it. It's dead. Hearing Protection Act's dead. National Concealed Carry Reciprocity, that's dead. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. Stop acting like losers. I'm sick of it. And if you want to be a loser, you go find somebody else's show to listen to, because I don't need losers in my audience. I don't need people who are comfortable being a second-class citizen. I don't need those people in my audience, because you don't do me any good. All you do is look for reasons to be depressed. And I'm sick of it, and I'm tired of it. And here's what I want in my audience. Jared, you want to know what I want in my audience?
What do you want?
I want winners. I want fighters. I want people who will take charge. That's what I want in my audience. I want people who understand that the beauty of their birth into the United States of America, the wonder of that situation, is it allows them to be part of the in-charge crowd. Yeah. Because that's how a representative Republican is established and based. You're supposed to be in charge. You're not supposed to just sit down and shut up and do what your masters tell you to do. And they need to understand that you're not a peasant, you're not a slave, and you're not a servant. And that they are not your masters. That actually they work for you and that they are your employees. We've forgotten that. And it's time to reawaken that spirit in the American gun owner, shooting sports community, gun culture, whatever you want to call it. So, gun owners of America, stop acting like losers. End of statement. All right. Now that I've done that, let's thank our friends. Should we, Jared? Shall we thank our friends?
Yes, I believe that's a good idea.
Jared says that's a good idea, and I agree with him. Thank you, Crossbreed Holsters, for allowing me to be a comfortably armed citizen all the time. I'm wearing a gun right now. That's right. In this studio, this moment in time, I'm wearing a gun. Why? Well, because it's tucked away discreetly and comfortably and securely in a Super Tuck Deluxe holster. Go to crossbreedholsters.com. I bet you they can help you out. Froglube, it's green. It's minty fresh. It's a bio-based firearms lubricant. The company's owned by, it is a American veteran-owned company. And I think you should check those guys out at froglube.com, or you can pick Froglube up from Brownells when you're shopping there, wherever you want to. Just do it. Wherever fine lubrication products are sold. Century Arms is the sweetest smelling arms maker in the US of A. They make 100% made in the USA AKs, the RAS-47, the C-39 V2, pistols, rifles, all that good stuff. Go to centuryarms.com, find out what they've got. Life's too short to have an ugly gun. Is it not, Zachary? I think Zach agrees with me.
It is much too short to have an ugly gun.
See, Zach agrees.
None of my guns are ugly. They're all very pretty.
That's right. Zach has DuraCoated guns, so they're not ugly. If you'd like to have a not ugly gun, well, you can pop over to Lauer Weaponry, Lauer weaponry.com. The reason it's lauerweaponry.com is because the Lauer family owns, designs, manufactures DuraCoat products and a whole lot more. So check them out at lauerweaponry.com. Brownells right now, this moment in time, if you go to brownells.com, I can almost guarantee you, I'll guarantee it. Forget it. I'm going to guarantee you. They've got something going on. They have some way for you to shop and save, whether it's a discount on, it's a percentage off, or it's free shipping, or whatever. They've got it. They've got parts and pieces and ammunition, screws, springs. If you lost a screw or a spring, they can probably help you replace it. And those guys are easy to find. Just go to brownells.com.
Attention, new listeners. We produced a complimentary online training course called 7 Training Tips That Could Save Your Life. Get instant access by joining the Student Lounge for free at studentofthegun.com. Do you watch Student of the Gun TV, read the blog, and follow us on Facebook? If you answered no to any of these questions, you are wrong, but you can easily fix yourself. Go to studentofthegun.com to find everything SOTG.
Yes, indeed. All right, this following story is one that did you ever wonder, should we keep electing Democrats Or should we stop doing that? And what happens when we elect Democrats? Well, I've got a perfect example for you right here.
Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, and then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha, they're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away, ha-ha!
Oh, Lord in heaven. This is what happens when you get weak and you elect Democrats. Yes, and you allow other people to vote Democrat. Story from Fox29.com. And the dateline on this is, let's see if Fox is going to give me a dateline. 27 November, updated on 28 November. All right. The title is, Controversial Bill Would Force Business Owners to Take Down Bulletproof Glass. Well, that's interesting. Dateline Philadelphia, story by WTXF. A controversial bill is currently working its way through City Hall designed to regulate stop-and-go liquor stores. One part of the bill would force business owners to take down bulletproof glass inside of their stores. Now, there is an audio link. There's actually a video audio link in this story. And I don't do this a lot because often when you use other people's audio links, they just do a terrible job. But I want you to hear from their own words what is going down in the city of brotherly love with this bill. Jared, can we play that for the folks at home?
Bill is currently working its way through City Hall designed to regulate stop-and-go liquor stores. Now, one part of the bill would force business owners to take down bulletproof glass inside their stores. Here's the question. At what cost to their safety? Fox 29's Jeff Cole's live at City Hall. Jeff.
Lucy, that is exactly the question in a city that struggles with gun violence. There is a bill going through City Hall here that would take down some of the plexiglass. Now, merchants say this is a question of safety. A city councilwoman says no, it's dignity for her constituents. Broad Deli sits on the corner of the 2200 block of North Broad. Outside, there are high-intensity lights to illuminate loiterers. Inside, a wall of bulletproof glass separates customer from workers.
The most important thing is our safety and the public safety.
Rich Kim's family has run the deli, which sells soda, snacks, meals, and beer by the can for 20 years. He says the glass went up after a shooting and claims it saved his mother-in-law from a knife attack. Now, he may be forced to take some of the barrier down.
If the glass comes down, the crime rate will rise, and there will be a lot of dead bodies.
A bill moving through City Council reads, no establishment shall erect or maintain a physical barrier. It's called the Stop and Go bill and is being offered by City Councilwoman Cindy Bass.
Well, right now, I think the plexiglass has to come down.
She wants to put some controls on these small stores that she says sell booze, very little food, and are the source of trouble in her district.
We want to make sure that, that there isn't this sort of indignity, in my opinion, to serving food through a plexiglass only in certain neighborhoods.
Rich Kim resents the charge. Stores like this attract loiterers and argues calls to police are often met with a slow response. Mike Chow runs a nonprofit supporting Korean-owned businesses. He plans on raising $100,000 to fight the measure.
I do think it's a bad bill that will endanger Korean Americans.
Bass says she's battling for her constituents. Kim argues, as a Korean American, he's being targeted.
This bill targets Korean Americans.
Absolutely not.
Targets Korean Americans.
Absolutely
we
not.
own these shops,
No,
and our lives will be put in danger by this.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can tell you I find that offensive.
She says she finds it offensive that anybody would claim that she's targeting Korean Americans. Bass says that more cameras, a security guard, a security wand may answer some of the security issues. Mr. Kim says, have the police guarantee his safety. He'll take the plexiglass down tomorrow. Live at City Hall.
Wow. All right, there's so much There's so much horse manure in this whole entire story. Notice how the local news guy had to say, in a city plagued by gun violence. Really? Is your city plagued by gun violence? Are there gangs of guns? Are there militias? Are there legions of firearms in Philadelphia that are going around and just committing homicide, assaulting people? Well, no, obviously there's people holding the guns, but it's gun violence. In a city plagued by gun violence. No, in a city plagued by thug violence. Oh, that's right. When you're a Democrat, you can't hold humans responsible for their behavior. You have to blame the objects. So, city councilwoman, I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to make her famous. City councilwoman, evil Democrat person, said, do you hear what she said, Jared, about why they have bulletproof glass in their businesses? It's not because her constituents are robbing them and threatening them with guns and knives. No, that's not why they have bulletproof glass in their business. It's because why? It's what what did she say? Indignity?
In certain neighborhoods.
It's about the dignity.
So of the dignity of the shopper is more valuable than the lives of the
employees.
The
dignity of the robber.
Yeah, the robber.
I mean,
of course.
So your safety offends the dignity of those who are seeking to rob you in Philadelphia. Well, how come only in certain neighborhoods? Maybe because your constituents are thugs. Maybe because your constituents are criminals.
Yeah, because I don't imagine many people who are not aiming to rob those stores are even moderately bothered by the glass.
Are offended by it.
Yeah, like
it offends their dignity.
Yeah, I've gone into stores with plexiglass and I gave them the money and I got my stuff and I left.
Well,
kind of like a normal store.
Here's what stores with bulletproof glass. If you go to a store that has bars on the windows and bulletproof glass, this is what you know. You're in a crappy neighborhood. You're in a bad part of town. Or you're in a city that's crappy. I grew up in Detroit. Okay, when we lived in the city of Detroit in the 1970s and 80s, okay, all of the immigrant grocer liquor stores, Stop and Robs, whatever, they started calling them Stop and Robs for a reason. I used to go in and buy candy bars in liquor stores, or they're convenience stores. They call them convenience stores. And they had bulletproof glass counter to ceiling, and in Detroit in 1980. This wasn't new. They had the little spindly things where you'd order it, they'd put it on a spindle, or they had if they had to give you a big stuff that couldn't fit underneath the little slot, I was amazed when I moved to Ohio from Detroit and the banks did not have bulletproof glass from the countertop to the ceiling. When I grew up, like in the Detroit area, when you went into a bank, this is like I said, 78, 79, 80, 81, what have you. There was bulletproof glass from the counter to the ceiling, and there was a little tray that they'd push your money under. And we moved to Ohio. I walked into a bank, and I'm standing there looking around, they're like, well, what, hello, can I help you? I was like, yeah, I said, there's no bulletproof glass in here. And they looked at me and they're like, no, there's not. I was like, wow, that's interesting. So, yeah, this is what happens when you put Democrats in charge of cities. So they're more worried about the dignity of their thug constituency than they are about the safety of the store owners. And Jared, if the consumers, if the customers are so outraged and offended by these stores erecting bulletproof glass barriers, why do they still shop there? Anyone? Why?
Because it's addiction. We need to fight addiction.
That's what it is. And these stores that sell mostly liquor and very little food, who's the one buying it? So are the evil Korean grocers out on the streets with rifles and bayonets forcing these people into their stores to buy liquor and cigarettes and stuff? That's what they're doing. They're forcing them to do it. It's ridiculous. It's insane. It's insane that someone could get in front of a camera and claim that because their constituents are a bunch of thugs and criminals, that the business owners who erect bulletproof glass are offending their dignity. And then, of course, when you and like a good liberal Democrat, when you confront them with the bull crap that is what they're saying, what do they say? I find what you're saying offensive. Well, there you go. That's your shield. That's the Democrat shield. Anytime you're caught spewing bull crap, you just throw up, I'm offended. Oh, you're offended? I guess we can't say any more to you. I guess we have to let you win the argument because you're offended. No. Congratulations, Pennsylvania and the city of Philadelphia, for being super craptastic. All right, that's it. That's the end of today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did not enjoy today's show, if it offended you, if it violated or offended your dignity, well, you can complain by writing us a well-worded, thoughtful letter and sending it to P.O. Box 405, Boulder, Colorado. Attention, Complaint Department. Until then, remember, what? You're a beginner once, a student for life.
We appreciate your reviews. If you haven't left a review or updated yours recently, head on over to Facebook, iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, or your favorite podcast player to voice your opinion. Don't forget to join us at the Student Lounge, a place for like-minded individuals to learn, connect, and support each other. No chicanery will be tolerated. Remember to check studentofthegun.com daily for new, free content and giveaways. Watch, listen, read, shop, and connect at studentofthegun.com. Are you a social butterfly? Connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for new content each and every day at Student of the Gun. Watch Student of the Gun TV and videos from our trusted partners on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Chromecast, and even AirPlay. Go to studentofthegun.com for direct links, and remember, you're a beginner once, a student for life.